Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Terry. I'm going to share a interesting thing that happened early this week. I had another surprise visitor. This time it was not a bear. And then next I'm going to share a wonderful recipe called chicken spaghetti. It's made with 3 different types of cheese and chicken, and it's delicious. So I can't wait to share that. And then at the end of the video, I did a video clip early this morning. I went to the top of the mountain and watched the sunrise. So I'm going to share that with you at the end of the video. So let me go ahead and tell you what happened at the beginning of the week. Okay, early this week, I was sitting in my office, which is my office right here, and I was looking out the window, and I saw something flew above my office to the second porch. We have a porch upstairs. So I was kind of interested in what was that. It was so big. So I walked upstairs quietly and grabbed my phone and did a video. And sure enough, it was an owl. He was looking in the window, and I kind of like just stared at him, and he was looking at me, and kind of like gave me a look up and down, like, you know how when you look see somebody and they give you that look and they give you a look up and down. That's what the owl did. Anyways, we're just checking things out, and so I thought I would share that with you. So after he saw me, he kind of like flew away. So that was, I'm glad I got it videoed. So I thought I would share that with y'all. Okay. I would like to share the recipe now. So let's jump into the recipe. Okay, for this wonderful chicken spaghetti recipe, you start off with a deep pan and turn on your stove for medium heat, medium to high, and I'm pouring in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And what we're doing now is getting ready to cook the chicken. You would use 2 chicken breasts. I'm using the 2 individual frozen chicken breasts, a skinless and boneless. And I seasoned it with salt and pepper and Italian seasoning. Okay, I cooked the chicken for about 5 to 6 minutes on each side. I'm going to take it up and put it on the plate and let it cool. And then once the chicken gets cool, then I can cut it up in very small bite-sized pieces. Okay, we're going to turn down the heat to medium-low heat. And now we're going to work on our sauce. And I went ahead and started a pot of noodles over here to the right. I put in some water and a little bit of salt. And I'm going to boil 8 ounces of spaghetti, thin spaghetti noodles. Okay, so let's start on the sauce. And what I'm doing here is stirring in the butter with the pieces of chicken and grease. And this is called a fond. So I'm going to do this for about a minute or 2 until the butter is melted. Okay, next I'm adding some onions. And I'm going to let this cook for about 3 to 4 minutes into the butter. Okay, next, after the onions are crystallized, I'm going to add in the fresh cut garlic. And I'll probably let the garlic cook for about 1 minute. Okay, it's been about a minute, and now I'm going to stir in some flour. Just pour a little bit of flour in there and then stir it up. And pour a little bit more. And I will provide all the measurements of the each ingredient in the description box and in the comments section below. And what we're doing here is making it like the sauce. So the flour is going to thicken it up a little bit. And then we'll add our chicken broth and our milk. Okay. And see how it just thickens up when nice and pretty. Okay, now I'm going to use a whisk, and then I'm going to pour in the chicken broth. And we're going to add in the milk. Now you can use just regular milk. I'm using buttermilk since I have it on hand. I'm just taking this whisk here and stirring it up real good. We're going to let this simmer for a few minutes. Okay, after let the gravy or sauce cook for a few minutes, I'm going to fold in the first cheese, which is cream cheese. Stir this up real good. It's best to use room temperature cream cheese. It'll make it easier to melt. If you use cold cream cheese, it'll take that much longer and it'll make it hard to blend in very good. And see how this cheese is just starting to melt real good? And just stir it up real good. Oh, this is so good. Can't wait. Okay, our next cheese is 1 cup of fresh shredded cheddar. And just pour that in there. And stir this out real good. Okay, now once the cheddar cheese is melted, I'm going to turn the heat down to low. And I'm going to use 1 can of diced tomatoes and green chilies. I'm using the fire roasted, and I poured the juice out. So what I'm going to do is just use the tomatoes and the chili peppers and pour that in there. And stir this up good. And what we're going to do is just let it simmer again for about a couple minutes. And while we're waiting on this, we set our oven for 400 degrees. And I just about have my chicken noodles. After I let it simmer for about a minute or two, after I put the tomatoes in there, I'm going to add in my cut up chicken that I cooked earlier and put it in here. And I'm going to go ahead and add my noodles. We're going to just mix this up real good. And we're going to put it in the oven. So whatever you cook your spaghetti in or your sauce, make sure that you can use this same pan and put it in the oven. If not, then you would have to transfer it over to a casserole dish. Okay, looks like I got it all mixed in. Oh, this looks so good. Okay, now we'll use our last cheese, which is mozzarella, and it's fresh shredded. And you put this on top. Okay, now we're going to put it in the oven for 15 minutes, and the temperature is 400 degrees. Okay. Okay, my timer just went up and I'm going to get the chicken spaghetti out of the oven. This looks so good. Oh God, don't that look beautiful? Okay, 2 more ingredients we need to put on the chicken spaghetti. Let me move this down some. Okay, we're gonna need some crushed red pepper. So I'm just put just a little bit on top. And then you can use fresh basil, parsley, anything that you have. I'm using a little bit of everything, a little bit of rosemary, a little bit of basil, a bit of sage, whatever I have in my garden, and just sprinkle on top. Oh gosh, don't this looks so beautiful. I don't know if you can see it. Well, it's oh, it looks good. Okay, I'm gonna fix me a plate. The chicken, the cheese. Oh, it's really cheesy. Okay. You can add garlic bread and the fresh salad. This will be a complete meal right here. So I'm going to go ahead and taste it and see how it turned out. Mm. Mm. First thing I tasted was the tomatoes, and then the garlic and the cheese. Oh God, all of it's so good. You're going to have to try this. Mm. Want to bite? Mm. I just wanted to let y'all know if you're new here, please comment in my channel where you're from. I would like to know and get to know you. Okay. The next clip is me going to the top of the mountain at sunrise. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye bye.